Bitcoin saw a huge pump yesterday, which allowed us to flip over this main flip area, which we have been talking about in our previous videos. Now Bitcoin is looking a lot more bullish than ever before. With Powell hinting at rate cuts, Bitcoin was able to soar over 6% in a single day. Now here's what I think it could do next week and in the coming days. If we go on the lower time frame chart, we can see here that we flipped above this main flip area, which before was used as a kind of support and then again as a sort of resistance just further down. Now we created a fair value gap here on the 4-hour chart, and whilst it seems to be pushing up higher, I do think there will be a slight sell-off from all the longs that accumulated below here. Now the slight sell-off could go down slightly into the fair value gap just below the main flip area, possibly a wick just into this wick here before we consolidate up and out again. Now we have another main resistance level, which is here at around 70k, but we also have this sort of order block supply zone where people were previously selling quite a lot of Bitcoin. As you can see, every time we tapped in and above it, we saw a crash down, and also the crash a few weeks ago, which led to us going down to 53,000. In the next few hours and possibly day, we should see a slight dip, probably to around 63k before we start heading back up into this area from 66 to 69k, and then obviously we have to break the main resistance level at 70,000 in order to head on up to the all-time high. Now we also have heat maps to look at, so if we check it out here, we have the 7-day heat map, or the 12-hour heat map we should start with. So we have the 12-hour heat map right here. If we take a look, we can see that we do have some liquidity just below here at around 63.43k, and if we go back down to the chart, that also matches up with the main flip area here. So again, this proves our theory that we should head back down ever so slightly, tap into the fair value gap, tap slightly below the flip area before we can head on up. Now we go back to the liquidation heat map. We have a lot, and I mean probably the highest number we can possibly get of liquidations here, as you can see from our scale, just above 65 and just below 66k, probably at around 65.7k here. So again, we may just head up first to 65.7k before we head back down slightly, but I do think we will see that slight dip just above to 63k. But we do have a lot of liquidations. It's around 65.7k. If we go on to a slightly higher time frame liquidation heat map of 7 days, you can see we have quite a lot of liquidations built up at around 58 to 59k. So this is a lot of the longs that were entering yesterday on the pump. Their liquidations have been set to around 58-59k. That's what we could also see in the coming days of the week. But where it gets really interesting is the 3-month heat map. So let's take a look at that. Here we are on the 3-month heat map. Now the 3-month heat map is always going to be the highest confluence heat map. It's the highest time frame, and it will usually allow us the best picture of what is to come. So you can see here we had a lot of liquidations build up at around 50k, and that is why Bitcoin crashed back down. We cleared those liquidations and we started trending back up, consolidated, and saw that pump. Now we've had a lot of liquidations build up from 70 to 75k. Again, this solidifies our theory. We should get a slight dip in the coming days, but overall we are looking quite bullish. We should be able to clear through these liquidations relatively easily, and then we'll have to see from there where the next liquidations build up. We had liquidations building up once we were consolidating, people entering mass shorts, probably thinking that Bitcoin was going to fall back down, that the bull run was probably over. But now that Powell has teased rate cuts, we could see the next bull run of Bitcoin begin. So we should be looking to clear through these liquidations of 70 to 75k, and then we can see in the further videos where we should be heading. So again, we didn't get our main area where we wanted to buy at 44 to 38k, but that is fine because we got our main flip area. So if you are looking to enter a few positions, again, I think this is a good area to enter in at. It also shows us that we are quite bullish for the days to come. I also want to take a quick look at ETH. ETH's pump wasn't as big as Bitcoin's, but again, it's expected. Ethereum and other altcoins lag quite a bit, but not ones like FET, which saw a huge rally. But yeah, ETH tapped in perfectly into our DCA area and now has been trending up roughly 30% above where it is. So ETH does have some resistance here, which it's quite close to now, at around 2.8 to 3,000. So that's what we're going to be looking at for ETH. If it is able to flip above, then we are looking to head on up to roughly 3.3 thousand and then 3.6 thousand after that. Now, if you want daily and weekly watch lists, trade alerts, have the possibility to copy my entire crypto portfolio, then check out below where you can join my Discord. If you need any trading platforms and all of that stuff, also check it out in the description. We have some of the best offers for trading exchanges. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.